Overnight, more rage and destructions in cities across the West. On Sunday, angry mobs ignoring mandatory curfews, violently clashing with police, overturning cars, torching buildings, and looting stores.
And here's that video, Jennifer. Oh my gosh, the speed at which that truck.
Justice has descended into chaos. Protesters chase down the truck and swarm over the cabin. Eventually, the driver is dragged out and beaten by the mob. Protesters have defied Washington's first curfew. The National Guard deployed, but hundreds demonstrated as close to the White House.
Welcome back to Squawk. The largest U.S. fuel pipeline is now the victim of a ransomware attack. And Brian Sullivan has the latest on the Colonial Pipeline and the impact on the energy market. Good morning to you, Brian. It's been quite a weekend.
Tonight, KCAL9's Sarah Donchi looks at the traffic jam off the port of L.A. and why today's cheap gas could soon become very expensive.
Oil tankers in the waters surrounding America's largest port complex have turned this patch of the Pacific into a floating parking lot.
And fires at food processing plants across the U.S. have several people speculating online if something else is behind them. This tweet notes a, quote, odd coincidence that, quote, 18 U.S. food processing facilities burned down in the last 6 months.
The sharp rise in inflation in this country may have hit a peak, but it remains near 40-year highs.
Over the weekend, what the government has proposed to do is an implicit backstop for depositors. They're not bailing out companies, they're letting banks fail, but they're not going to let depositors get harmed. So there's an implicit guarantee of deposits from the FDIC and a new fund that was formed over the weekend that instead of just backstopping deposits of $250,000, they're basically backstopping all depositors. So we're not bailing out banks. We're actually rescuing depositors in banks that made some bad decisions over the course of the last year.